Let's look now at solving equations with unknowns on both sides. If you look at the equation written down, you will see that there are x's on both sides. So our unknown, or our variable, occurs here and here. How do we address this problem? Well, the answer is a lot simpler than you think. Take some time though to try and come up with some ideas. Okay, here's a clue. In this equation, what we were trying to do was get back to what x was. So what did we do? Well, we subtracted 1 from both sides. So let's have a look here. Look at the equation given, which, if we had an x on only one side, would we be happier? Yes, we would. So let's make that the case. Look at the two x terms here. Which one do you think it would be easier to get rid of? Now, if I try and get rid of this positive 2x over here, if I take 2x off here, I will take 2x off here, leaving me with 2x plus 2 equals 5. If I did it the other way around and tried to remove this positive 4x, I'll get the following. I'll take 4x off this side, and I'll take 4x off here. So that leaves me with 2 subtract 4, which is minus 2. Which of those equations would you prefer to solve? Hopefully, you'll agree with me that this one is better. So we're going to remove the smaller x value. Okay, from here we solve it like a normal equation. The operations are multiply and add. So we're going to subtract and divide. So subtracting 2 from both sides and dividing by 2. So the only thing that's added into this topic from previous is eliminating or removing the x from the smaller side. In order to really demonstrate this skill, we're going to do just this step for the next 3 or 4 questions. So, eliminate the smaller x, remove the smaller x. Well, that's here, so we're going to subtract 5x from both sides. So subtract 5x from here leaves 20. This stays the same. Subtracting 5x from that takes us to there. Then we solve. Which is the smaller x? It's here, minus 2. So in this case, we're going to add 2x to both sides. Because to remove a negative 2, you add 2. Then you solve it as normal. Okay, be careful here. This is 3 and this is minus 6 or negative 6. Now while 6 is bigger than 3, this number here is not 3. It's not 6, it's minus 6. So 3 is larger. So we have to eliminate and get rid of our minus 6 by adding 6x. Next up, now both x terms are negative. Think of a number line. The larger the number, if it's a negative, the smaller it is. So this is smaller. So we're going to add 4x to both sides. Take care here. 10 gets left and this goes. Over here, when I add 4x to this, I add 4 to this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that becomes plus x. Now, you're going to see other situations that appear other than these ones, but the principle of remove the smaller x value will stand you in good stead. If you see a situation like this, expand the bracket and then find the smaller x. And then remove it. If you were to get a situation with fractions, so in this case, the denominator tells you how many pieces there are to make a whole one. If this takes 3 pieces but this only takes 2, these pieces must be smaller, so you eliminate that one. So, when you do that, you do a side calculation to take away the third of x. Once you've done that, it goes back to a 3 term operation. And when it's 3 terms, we know we can follow our rules of operations. And BIDMAS, just watching out for a couple of special cases that occur.